Yo guys, what is up? This is Raz WWE, and I'm coming to you with Wrestlemania 35 predictions. How's it going? And this is actually the first legit video on this channel. But anyways, let's get this started. Before we start, if you're over here, you're probably already subscribed to my main channel, but I will link that in the description below. And also, definitely follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Linked below. But anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead and get to these predictions. And the first prediction, the first match is going to be the Women's Battle Royal, which is on the kickoff show. And right now, Asuka, Carmella, Naomi, Lana, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Nikki Cross, Dana Brooke, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, Mickie James, and Zelina Vega are confirmed to be in this match. And I'm actually going to go with a little bit of a surprise for the winner. And I'm actually going to pick Sonya Deville to win it. And her and Mandy Rose have been teasing tension, but I think this is where it all blows over. Sonya Deville ends up eliminating Mandy Rose. Maybe they're working together against Asuka. And then all of a sudden Sonya Deville just turns on Mandy Rose and then ends up eliminating Asuka to win the match. And then Mandy Rose attacks her afterwards. You finally have that, Sonya Deville kind of just turned face, and you just broke them up. So now you can have them feud. Of course, I'm not going to have much faith in WWE for this feud, but again, now you have a feud that you can have. And next up is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Right now, your confirmed entrants are Braun Strowman, Michael Che, Colin Jost, Andrade Cien Almas, because I refuse to just say Andrade, Apollo Crews, Titus O'Neil, Tyler Breeze, Jinder Mahal, No Way Jose, Bobby Roode, Chad Gable, Lucha House Party, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, Heath Slater, Rhino Victor, Connor Ali, Mustafa Ali, not Muhammad Ali. Because that name was so much cooler. Screw you, WWE, for shortening names. Shelton Benjamin, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Otis, and Tucker from Heavy Machinery and EC3. And my prediction, I'm going with another surprise winner, Apollo Crews. Come on. It makes sense. It's not like whoever wins this match is ever going to get a push or, a title shot, pretty much. At this point, it really doesn't matter who wins it. And I'm a huge fan of Braun Strowman, and I would rather him not win the match, because nothing ever comes of winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. It honestly seems to be cursed. So I'm picking Apollo Crews. So 2 surprise winners picked. Next up, another kickoff show, Buddy Murphy versus Tony Nese. And right now, I believe Buddy Murphy is one of the best performers in WWE. And I believe that Buddy Murphy should retain his title, and I'm going with Buddy Murphy to retain his title because, again, one of the best performers in WWE. This match will tear the house down. If this was on the main show, this and AJ Styles versus Randy Orton, which I'll get to later, those 2 matches would tear the house down. So yeah. I'm really excited about this match. I'm not going to be able to watch WWE this year because I'm going to be at work, but I'm definitely going to watch it afterwards. And, I've got to go back and watch this match. I feel like this is going to be one of the best matches. Next up, another kickoff show that I'm going to say this is on the kickoff show. The Revival versus Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. And I just realized last night, Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins were the Edgeheads with Edge. So they've reunited these guys. And it's WrestleMania. It's happened before. Zack Ryder picked up an upset win. I'm predicting Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins to win the titles. Because, again, you've made the title so irrelevant. Does it even matter who hold? You could have freaking Hornswoggle and a 9-year-old kid hold it. They've buried so many titles and made them seem worthless now. just to push the women's titles, the Universal title, and they like those two titles have pretty much buried every other title, and I'm sick and tired of it. But yes, I'm going with Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins to win. I hope it happens. It would be like a feel-good moment, like kind of like at WrestleMania 33 when Zack Ryder won the IC title. So, it'd be another feel-good moment like that. Next up, we have the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Another match that, I'm not even going to say it's on the pre-show. Like, this show might just open the show. And it's going to be the Usos versus Ricochet and Aleister Black versus The Bar versus Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. And right here it says, yeah, okay. I was about to say, I know they didn't shorten Shinsuke's name now, did they? Because just saying Shinsuke, like, that'd be so stupid. I don't get why they shorten these names. The names sound so much more badass the way they were. The only name I feel like it did good for was Cesaro, because Antonio Cesaro sounded like weak, but just Cesaro, it sounds a lot more badass. But other than that, come on. But in this match, I'm going to go with the Usos to retain. I think after this match, Ricochet and Aleister Black could potentially turn on each other. I believe that one of these teams will turn on each other. Now, personally, I would hope the Bar turns on each other, like Cesaro turns on Sheamus and turns face again, because I think it's time to break the Bar up. They're not doing anything, they're jobbing, but Ricochet and Aleister Black, they may not want them feuding because they want to keep them strong, but eventually you've got to break them up, because Ricochet and Aleister Black both deserve singles runs. They're both great competitors. So if I was to pick a team to turn on each other after the match, I would pick the Bar. Like, I'd say Sheamus eats the pin from the Usos. Cesaro gets tired of Sheamus losing, so he turns on them. Maybe they have a couple of matches against each other. Like, it doesn't even have to be a pay-per-view, or it could be a kickoff show match. But I think it's time to start building Cesaro back up, because at this point, he's never going to go anywhere with Sheamus. Next matchup is Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin in a farewell match, and as much as I hate to say it, I think Baron Corbin's going to defeat Kurt Angle in pretty quick fashion. I don't think this match is going to go long at all, and I just think it's going to be a disappointing match, because Baron Corbin is not the competitor to carry a very hobbled Kurt Angle to a good match. Like, I would much rather, it'd be awesome if we could see Undertaker, attack Baron Corbin when he's coming out and, throw him off the stage or something. Maybe write Baron Corbin off and get Baron Corbin rewritten as a character, because he really needs a new character, something that fits him more. It'd be really cool, and then Undertaker comes out and him and Kurt Angle fight, and Undertaker ends up, they both end up retiring in the same year. I think that'd be really cool. But overall, I don't think anything's going to happen to this point. I think we're stuck with Corbin versus Angle, and I feel like Corbin's just going to dominate Angle or something. Next up, we have The Miz versus Shane McMahon, Falls Count Anywhere. I'm really excited about this match. I'm loving The Miz's new face character. The last time he was a face, I liked it, but I also feel like he wasn't as comfortable with being a face. But I feel like his fatherhood now, that's really helped him come along, and he's actually a very good face. I feel like he is a very good face at this moment, and I think Miz is going to win this match. It doesn't make any sense for Shane to win. Honestly, I think they should build The Miz towards a future WWE title shot. I feel like he could put on a decent match with AJ Styles or Randy Orton. He's a face, so you can still do the face versus face and face versus heel thing. With heels, it doesn't work out to where you do heel versus heel and stuff like that, because people they don't know who to cheer for. So but face versus face, Miz versus AJ Styles at SummerSlam, with Miz going over and winning the title, or even Miz versus Kofi. If Miz is the guy to take the title off of Kofi, I would not at all be mad. Like, I would love to see Miz with another title run before he's done. And I believe he puts in the work to deserve it. Next up is a match I absolutely, positively do not give a crap about. And that's the women's tag team titles between Sasha Banks and Bayley as the champions versus Beth Phoenix and Natalya versus Nia Jax and Tamina Snuka versus the Iconics. You notice we got two fatal four-way tag team title matches on the card, and neither one of them look very appealing. The only part I'd say that looks appealing is the potential of Cesaro turning on Sheamus, but I mean, let's be honest, even that probably won't even happen. Like, they're probably just gonna eat the pin from the Usos or Aleister Black and Ricochet. I mean, but in this match, I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm predicting the Iconics to win the match, and really, I mean, I think they need it. I would like to see Sasha Banks and Bayley turn on each other here. Much preferably Bayley doing the turning, so she'll turn heel. I would love to see a heel Bayley. Like, I mean, like, her gimmick's gotten stale. Sasha Banks, they're not doing anything with her, and she's one of the more superior wrestlers on the card. So in the future, getting a Sasha Banks Becky Lynch rivalry would be good. And like a Bayley Becky Lynch, that would be a good match. So I mean, like, I would love to see, like, Sasha, the Hug and Boss connection. I would love to see them drop the titles. The Iconics, like, they would make a really good heel team. Like, a lot of people I see, they say they're annoying. Well, they're built that way so they can get the heat. So I mean, I feel like the Iconics could be really good heel champions, and I feel like a Bayley Sasha Banks, like, and understand, like, it's cheap for me to, like, turn two different teams in the same night in both of these matches, but I mean, like, it's WrestleMania. Like, why not pull those surprises? I mean, and you can build really good, like Cesaro Sheamus. I've never seen them put on a bad match. Like, they work really well together in the ring. Sasha Banks Bayley, like, this is something you were building for a long time. Like, it doesn't make sense. You were building that so hard, and now they're just, like, getting along perfectly. I mean, so, I mean, I think you really need to have that thing that sets that rivalry over the edge, because I think it could be an elite rivalry. Now, next up, we have the U.S. title match between Samoa Joe and Rey Mysterio, and I'm not sure that I want Samoa Joe to lose the title. In fact, I know for a fact I don't want Samoa Joe to lose the title yet. And unfortunately, like, this is just a match that I cannot care about that much, because I mean, the build's been poor. Mysterio, like, let's be honest, Samoa Joe's that big. Mysterio, I know all of his career he's been the little man that's beat big men, but I cannot see Rey Mysterio as a believable opponent to beat a dominant Samoa Joe. And in my opinion, Samoa Joe should have taken the WWE title from AJ Styles during their rivalry. Like, Samoa Joe should have been WWE champion by now. So I think that Rey Mysterio I don't think anything good is going to come out of Mysterio winning this, because then you're just going to put Samoa Joe back in limbo, and I mean, he's just never going to be WWE champion, unfortunately. And I don't know why WWE cannot book a big man right. Brock Lesnar, like, he's a big guy. He only shows up every once in a while. Like, if he retains, we're probably not going to see the WWE Universal Championship until SummerSlam again. I mean, stuff like that. Like, they booked, like, Braun Strowman. They've ruined him. Like, that, it's just poor booking from these guys. Like, it's ridiculous. But, like, I think Samoa Joe has to retain the title, and I think he will. Then again, Rey Mysterio, in his contract, I believe his contract did state that he wanted at least one more run with the U.S. title and the WWE title, so maybe he gets the U.S. title, and then, like, he keeps it for a couple of months and then drops it to somebody else, and then goes for the WWE title. But, I mean, I'm not sure if that's true. The IC title match, Bobby Lashley, Finn Balor. Finn's, like, I've seen it, like, other YouTubers say it. Finn should have kept the demon gimmick for saved for WrestleMania. Now it just makes this match now it makes this match just I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about this match other than I'm not excited for it. I feel like Finn Balor should be fighting The Undertaker here at WrestleMania and should be going over on The Undertaker, in a way that keeps The Undertaker looking strong while he goes out retired. But Finn Balor is a guy that can kind of take over The Undertaker's role. Not with the same gimmick, but you understand what I'm saying. But I think Finn Balor's going to win the match just because he's bringing out the demon gimmick, and for some reason the demon gimmick gives him magic powers to win. But when he's not the demon, he freaking just he's a victim of 50-50 booking. I don't know why he didn't bring the demon out at the Royal Rumble for Brock Lesnar, but he's bringing it out for Bobby Lashley. So it makes no. I guess they just didn't want to take the title off of Lesnar and give it to Balor. That would have made sense. So they wanted to keep the demon gimmick looking strong. But Finn Balor's gonna win this match. But at this point, I'm just not excited because he's probably just gonna lose it again to Bobby Lashley on the next night. So next up, Triple H versus Batista, no holds barred with Triple H's career on the line. This is a tough match to predict. My prediction is that Triple H wins, and I believe that he might have a match next year, and I believe that it will be against another part-timer. I think him and Shawn Michaels could have a match and go out together, a friendly match, kind of like Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, a friendly match, and then they both go out together. It'd be really interesting to see. I don't think Triple H is going to lose just because his career's on the line. In the end, having Batista beat him and then getting Batista Brock Lesnar later on down the line, and yeah, I understand Lesnar never puts on good matches, but come on, you at least WWE would have a well-built storyline between Batista and Lesnar at SummerSlam or something. But and I think I just ruined my freaking prediction for the Universal title match. Alright, fine. I'll just go ahead and say the Universal title match. My prediction is Lesnar's going to retain. It's not in the main event. It's not going to go on last. And I don't think WWE really thinks Seth Rollins is a believable opponent to take the title off of Lesnar. So, there you have it. Next up, AJ Styles, Randy Orton. And my prediction is that AJ Styles is going to win this match just because Orton hit that RKO on SmackDown. Usually the guy that stands tall on the Go Home show is usually the one to lose the title match. So, yep, AJ Styles is my prediction. There's not much to say about this match other than I'm excited about it. This is going to be maybe the best match on the entire night. And I do believe that, so. Next up, you have Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. I think WWE is going to have Roman Reigns win. Am I happy about it? No. I don't want Drew McIntyre to get pinned by Roman Reigns. I want Drew McIntyre to be built up as a monster, as a guy to win the Universal title eventually. But it's Roman Reigns. They're probably building towards Roman Reigns winning the Universal title again. So, that next match. Daniel Bryan and Kofi for the WWE Championship. My heart wants Kofi to win it, and my brain says they're going to find a way to screw over Kofi and he's not going to win it. But really, I think what would be interesting, what if Kofi won the title and then you had him keep the title until next WrestleMania, and then you had, before WrestleMania, Big E turns on New Day, and then I don't know, Xavier, the whole faction splits up somehow, and then you have a New Day triple threat for the WWE title. I understand this isn't going to happen, but it'd be really cool. And then Big E winning the WWE title, because Big E looks like a guy that could hold the title and really make it look legit. And so does Kofi. I think Kofi can make the title look legit. Anybody can make the title they're holding look legit if they're booked right. I mean, Heath Slater could take the Universal title and make it look more legit than like Brock Lesnar holding. I mean, let's be honest. And then obviously I've said my Universal title match. And finally, the winner take all main event. Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. You cannot sit here and tell me this match has not been overhyped and over, built. Like, they've been building this match for a long time, and I mean, I think, like, my prediction is Becky Lynch is going to go home with the title. This match is going on last. And obviously you want to end WrestleMania on a high note. You haven't done that in a few years. You really have not done that in a few years. So Becky winning the title. But again, they've hyped this match to the point where I think this match is going to fall short of expectations. Like, yes, I will admit all three of these wrestlers, like female wrestlers, are like they're good in the ring. But in no way, shape, or form should WrestleMania close with them wrestling, because you have matches like AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and I mean, this makes the Universal and WWE title, both of them, it makes them look so much less like meaningful. In my opinion, Daniel Bryan, Kofi should go on last. I think we should end WrestleMania with Kofi celebrating winning the WWE title. But obviously they're not going to do that because that's SmackDown. I mean, do you think Kofi would come anywhere close to winning the Universal title or anywhere close to even getting a Universal title match if he was on Raw? Like, obviously not. WWE, they need somebody new in there. Because they're making all these things seem less legit, and it's really stupid. So, that's pretty much all I have for today. Thank you for watching Real American Studio. I'm sorry, I'm used to saying Real American Studios. Raz WWE out. Peace out, all of my homies.